What's up, agents, and welcome back to another division video where we're going to talk about expertise surge because it's absolutely amazing and it's way better than I thought it was going to be. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Help me get to that 40k mark before the end of the year. If you've not yet pressed that subscribe button, we are less than 2,000 subs away from hitting that. But with all that said, let's move straight on. Right, okay, so expertise surge is only available for 3 days. It ends on Monday, but it is way better than I thought it was going to be, and it actually allows us to grind a little bit like we used to be able to back when we had watch mules. What am I talking about? Let's get into it. So at the moment it says now is the best time to advance your expertise with double upgrade materials, drop quantity from all sources available throughout the event. Now, there was a bit of miscommunication about this, and I think people weren't sure quite what materials were going to be available. Dognuts over on Reddit and in my Discord posted all the information about this, and he was absolutely spot on. But I'm going to talk about it just a little bit, just to kind of cover everything off. As you can see right now, I am on another character that does not have any kind of shared resources. And the reason I've done that is because it is so easy. Just within a very short period of time, I had built all of these resources up. As you can see here, I am well on the way in a very small amount of time. This is a brand new character. I told it to go to the Brooklyn expansion. I ran to the Brooklyn Bridge settlement and then came back to DC to start farming. And I did post a farming video earlier on. If you're not interested in any new characters or anything like that, check that out because it's absolutely the best way to farm. I'll also link it down below in the description. But just your average Joe, put on that as well. Just a quick tip: start a new character, put it on normal, throw a decent build and farm the mini doggos, get the bounty and farm mats before you collect shared account materials and stack your mats almost like having a watch mule. So that's all exactly like what I was saying, but he was doing it a slightly different way, in that he was farming the mini doggos, then doing the bounty, because you get a load of caches and a load of materials from doing all that as well. And it's really easy because for some reason, even though you're doing it on normal, it drops heroic level loot. So I'll show you that as well, just as we kind of crack on. But there's a couple of other things that you need to be made aware of. That if you cash in 1 SHD point for the 6 field recon, you'll actually get 12. So I'll do this here now. I'll cash 1 in. In fact, let's just double check we've got the numbers before we do this. So you can see here at the moment I've got no field recon, right? I'm going to use 1. Boom. And now I've got 12. It works for field recon. SHD Cal. Oh, I did the wrong one. Oh yeah, no, 3. I got 6. And it works for all of these. They double, but I didn't, these were the initial information that these two were not going to be available, which is pretty crazy. SHD points now are really valuable. They're account based. Once you use them, they are gone. I have lost them 2 points forever now. You cannot get them back. They're the first 2 I've actually used since the whole watch changes. I've just farmed everything rather than actually use these points because there's no way of us deleting a character and actually redeeming them back. But what I can do is fill this character up with resources and then buy shared materials, and it will merge all of these resources in with my main character, just like it used to do with the watch mules, meaning that you can farm on this character, get all these double materials, and then buy that at the end on Monday and merge it all into your main character. And when it comes back around again, do it again. It's really good, and you can stack everything up. So for instance, I don't know if I've actually got the ability to deconstruct. Maybe I have. Is this gonna, oh no, I'm still component short. All right, so I'll get them and I'll be right back. In fact, no, I'm not going to, because I'm steel and carbon fiber short. But essentially, if I deconstruct an exotic, it will give me 2 as well. And before this event started, obviously you can stack them up. You could use the countdown. There we go. We can do this. We can buy one of these. You could use countdown. Anywhere you can stack up exotics, the weekly SHD or anything like that. We'll open this up. Busy little bee. We're going to say goodbye to you. And there you go. You see, I got 2 exotic components. But if you're like me and never ever open your clan caches, they actually take 0 space up in your clan cache, and you can store an absolute ton. Now is the absolute time to just rifle through them and trash them all. So if you head over here, if you don't do it, I did do a bunch before and I thought, oh, I'm going to do the video. But basically, you can see they take nothing up here. They don't count. And you can just rifle through it. You get a significant amount from this. And just off that, wow, what was that max roll? We'll just trash this there really quick. Max roll there, look at that. DNH, that's actually a pretty good piece. We're going to trash it for science though. Mods that you get out of these are actually pretty good, so just be aware of that. Like, they all tend to be about 90% roll, which is very, very weird. But what we'll do is we'll trash one of these. I really didn't want to. We're going to trash one just so you can see. And then you're going to deconstruct that. And as you can see, it's a whole lot of material really, really quickly, especially printer filament, the receiver components and things like that. Just fill up insanely fast with no messing around whatsoever. So it will pay to kind of play. As you can see, I slapped a Strikers build on with St. Elmo's, no expertise or anything like that, but just generally playing on this character just is really easy, and I can actually stack myself up an absolute ton of material. One thing to be aware of, sometimes what you see on the screen isn't actually what you get. It actually reports it wrong. So thanks to Dognuts yet again. Here was a screenshot he put in my Discord this morning. You can see the TAC assessment, the field recon and the SHD cal. But when he looked in the bottom left hand corner and actually checked in his resources, you can see it actually gave him double, which is absolutely brilliant. If you've got anything like gear crafting caches, you can see they're giving double as well, which is absolutely huge. And obviously the most significant thing is going to be them SHD points on your watch. So basically everything is doubled. Hooray for us. That's really, really good. So now I'm going to hop and just show you this little bit of a farm that I mentioned from Average Joe earlier on. And I basically use 3 points here. I use DCD, I use Jefferson Trade, and I use DZ South. And I kind of go in, run down here, and what you'll generally see is there you go, straight away on the radar at the top, you'll get a flash, which indicates that the dog is here. This one often comes from over here. Sometimes it's over there, but most of the time it's in this truck and it doesn't kind of want to come out yet, but it will do. If you had a pulse on, you could do it, but there you go. But because we're on normal, even with a weak character, we just melt them really, really quickly. System curtailed. Now, we didn't get the bounty this time around, which is fine, because basically all you're going to do is flip to another location because they spawn really, really quickly, and just farm a whole bunch of bounties. And obviously you're destroying gear as well, and not all of that gear is going to be double materials, but some of it will be. When you get to Jefferson Trade, just kind of look to the right and run straight towards this one here, and a lot of the time it does spawn. If it doesn't, run up here and you'll sometimes get a spawn from that grid just there. If you don't get anything, you're going to head straight to DZ South. They have a very particular way that I run around that for some reason does affect the spawn. It's kind of like spawning enemies from the door on floor 100. But I basically don't look over there. Run up here. And we'll run over here. And there you go. The doggo, I think, has spawned. Or is it a whole bunch of enemies? It looks like it might actually be both. Is it both? Oh, I'm blind. Yeah, it's definitely both. Come on, unblind me, please. I want to lose the dog. There he is. Give me legs. Please give me the bounty. Let's get rid of them. Alright, so as you can see, we got the stuff. We're gonna go to bounties. Just check I've not got one. No, so I've not got one right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep doing this until I stack up some bounties, and then I'll be right back. So typical on the next kill, we got the bounty, and as you can see, it's a normal bounty. It's only got one marker on it, so it will be really easy, but yet we will get heroic style rewards. And here we are at the bounty location. The same all the time, which I'm sure you already know. Like I said, no expertise or anything needed because obviously we're doing it on normal.
System back online. System disrupted.
They drop a huge amount of loot.
System restored.
Why have I got two Heathers? Messed up.
System malfunctioning.
Then as you can see, if you take a look at the loot, although there is some purple loot, you can see this is very well rolled loot, which is heroic style loot. And it's the same for everything you get with all of the doggos. One piece tends to be trash, but the rest will be heroic. Which is good as well if you're a newer account. You get some pretty high rolls on some of this stuff. And obviously you get the chance to get a quick step. I've already got one with damage target out of cover and one with swap speed, so I definitely don't need any more on this account. Please jump up. Or don't. Odd. You do have to be a little bit careful with this guy still. I'm not saying that you will be invincible against him because you're doing it on normal. He's still a little bit tricky.
Golden bullet being assembled by hostile.
Especially if he gets golden bullet, he can be a little bit of a pain. But it's his gas bomb that is the worst by far. We've got multiple dogs again. We've got two of the ones that have the shield.
System malfunctioning. System reactivated. System.
There's no point with the Sentinel Elmo, by the way. It's just what I got on this character. He's immune to the status effects.
System restored.
He just heal. And there he is, he's down. And there's Heather down as well. So there you go, we get the bounty there, we get the Halloween 25 cash and the event cash. And if I open these, you can see we get 3 pieces of, well, quite a chance for bonus gear. But again, it's all high end, good for trashing, good for materials. We can trash all this. And you'll just build up your stuff in absolutely no time. Shock resistance. I mean, look at these mods are actually pretty good. So for newer players, this is a really good farm. Delete all that. And we're going to very quickly just trash all this. And then once you're kind of happy that you have collected enough loot, or Monday's rolled around and the event is over and you're like, do you know what, I don't need this character anymore, I want to get the materials on your main. What you're going to do is once you finish collecting all of your materials, you're going to head over to the base of operations and you're going to go and talk to Anaya and you're going to buy shared materials. And when you do that, I will show you exactly on my main character what exactly happens and what it actually looks like. You're heading here. Obviously, I kept Golden Bullet on because I might as well be getting rewards from that as well. Buying the caches, exotics, again, is double. You're going to head to Anaya and you're going to buy account shared materials. And then when you're back in your main character, you'll go to your resources, and as long as your main character was overcapped, you'll start seeing crazy numbers like this, depending on how much farming you do. Now, this is granted, I had a whole lot of exotic components stocked up. I had a whole character that had, you know, almost a full inventory of exotics that I've just kept separate for a while for no reason whatsoever. I just wasn't using that character, so I just held them on it, meaning I could cap out really easily and then generate even more to be able to overcap to the 1,434 that I have. So obviously I was seriously prepared. But come next time, hopefully this video will give you the motivation to get yourself seriously prepared as well, or give you something to farm this weekend, even if you just get to overcap just a little bit. It's definitely not as easy to overcap as it was. As you can see here, I still have a huge amount of materials from when we could do watch mules and overcap that way. Eventually they will run out and I'll be doing more of this way, but for now this is a really good farm for anybody that doesn't have a high watch score, or, you know, didn't get the chance to overcap when watch mules were a thing. That's going to be it for the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. I hope you're having a great weekend, agents. Don't forget to help me out if you can. If this video could get 200 likes, that reach will grow and hopefully we can crack that 40k subscriber point before the end of the year. Thanks for everything. Thanks for all the love and support, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.